Hello, we are back with another live stream. I know it's been a long time, but I've been mostly dealing with school and other things in life than doing videos and live streams. But since I'm on my Christmas break, and Merry Christmas to y'all, I hope you all had fun opening your gifts this morning. I opened mine this morning and it was fun. And yeah, I hope you all out there had a good Christmas this morning and you got what you wanted and you were grateful for what Santa brought you and your family. But today, as you can see, we are playing Ddlc Literature Club. Now, I have played this before on my Xbox because I bought it let's say on the 27th of October. So about a month and a half ago. And so I wanted to get it for my PS5 so I can live stream it, make videos of it like people do. Because this game is actually still kind of popular to what I've seen. And so I'm like, well, since it's kind of popular, maybe not, depends, and stuff like that. I was gonna give it my thoughts on a live stream, since I know Xbox can't do live streams besides on Twitch, but I mean for like YouTube itself. But anyways, yeah. So I don't know, but anyways, I just want to make sure that I'm live streaming. It's up right now, and it's all good to go. So I'm going to open up my live stream just so I can look at you guys' comments and make sure my resolution is on the right one. Let's see. Settings, all messages. Just want to make sure that's there. Okay. I want it set to the highest resolution. Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay, I'm all set. So, yes, I know I'm the one watching on my phone. You don't need to notify that there's one person watching. But anyways, let's get into it. Now, I will be reading the text if people out there struggle to read. I'll be reading it, so this ain't gonna be no video. This ain't gonna be a live stream or a video like you see out there that says no commentary. But just so, in case of anyone out there that has trouble reading, I'll read it for them. Or if you want to mute your sound and read it yourself, or in your head, go right ahead. My phone is going off, so I'm gonna take this. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. One of my friends called me, so I'm back. It's going down. Hang on. I gotta reset the stream on my phone. It was being different. But anyways, as I was saying, I will be reading the text for this game, and so all you guys don't have to. And yeah. Well, alright. Everything is all good. I'm live on my phone. Well, I'm live on my PlayStation 5, but I'm watching my live stream on my phone so I can see you guys' comments. But anyways, let's head in. Let's see, enter your name. Let's put my name. I would put my full name on my channel, but I can't. So, yeah. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Hello, welcome to the stream, Ontario. That girl is Fiore, my neighbor, and a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would always oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sierra catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you're thinking of ignoring me. That's mean, Tucker. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or anything. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you wanted to. Whatever you say, Siori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets becoming increasingly speckled with other students and making their daily commute. By the way, Tucker, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Yeah? That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. I did? Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Shuri likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. If you don't want me to if you don't want to keep worrying about me, then you can move along to school and I can go do my own stuff. That's one way to put it. But knowing this, it's different. But anyways, we'll continue. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pick up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Siri wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no idea, I guess I have no idea. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Siri. Siri must have... hiccups. Siri must have came into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. They all got up and vanished. They ran out the door. Just ran out the door just to get out of there. They're like, yes, it's the last day of school. Let go! Thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sorry. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Actually, to make it sound better, there's no freaking way I'm going to your damn club. Now get the hell out. That'd be more of a funny sentence. But knowing this, it'd be funny as hell. Meanie. You're the meanie. You're the one who came in here and bothered me. Siri was vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed at the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. No, don't even start with those puppy eyes like people start doing when they go do something else. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would be bringing in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! Freaking just grabs my hand, drags me across the floor. Who texted me? Oh. Right. All I can imagine is just freaking Siri grabbing my hand, pulling me out of the freaking desk and just dragging my butt across the floor to the club. And she's just speaking to me. Come on, goddamn idiot, let's go! You're coming with me! I'm trying to freaking have her let go of my hand, but it's too freaking damn strong to get out. My butt's just like a freaking mop now. Just leaving a freaking trail of cleanness across the floor. All you can hear is the freaking scootingness of the cheeks across the floor. As I'm being pulled. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. What did I do with my soul? Did I just freaking rip it out and give it to someone and say, here, I'm trading it in for a cupcake? Like, what did I do? Did I freaking put my hand through my chest really hard and pull out my soul, or did I put it down my throat and grab my freaking soul and gave it? What is this? I mean, it's, apparently I sold my soul for a cupcake, but what do I get in return? Nothing besides a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Siori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I never rarely visit. Siori, full of energy, swings the classroom door open. And now, here's the funny part where everyone just likes it. Freaking just grab the door, whip it open until the door flies off. Freaking break the handle. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Siri always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Tucker, it's a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. That's okay. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly in my ear, then turns back to the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Tucker. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other, well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so generally feels a little uncomfortable. I mean, if it feels, it says so generally feels a little, I don't even know, but that face looks more like a frickin' face of someone that's gonna receive death. That's what it's gonna be. So yep. Okay. Well, anyways, you too, Monica. Come sit down, Tucker. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Isn't that like 24/7? You're always excited, but somehow you're always hungry. Which, I mean, I know the reason, but I'm not going to spoil it because I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't seen the game yet. So, technically, I'm just going to play stupid for the game and act like I don't know anything. Since, I mean, I have played the game before, but I'm not going to spoil anything, so I'm just going to act dumb. And how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Yuri mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica or one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take the seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh, whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like cats. Now, one time when I read this, I accidentally. One time when I read this for the first time, I accidentally said that Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like hats instead of cats, and like apparently there's hats in a cupcake. But sometimes when I read something or try to talk, I have a tendency of mixing my words. A lot of people do that. Let's see. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. I had no idea you were this good at baking, Natsuki. Well, just hurry up and take one. Shuri grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Shuri takes. See? That's what I have problems. There's my first mistake when I try to do stuff or try to say something. Shuri talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Can't I just have the option just to freaking smash the freaking cupcake into her face while she's trying to eat it? Like right as she opens her mouth, just take the cupcake and go, oh! Freaking just smash it in there with the freaking wrapper still on it. Oh, that'd be funny as hell. Let's see. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Eh? I thought you technically did. You already said. Uh-oh. Here comes a big air bubble. That wasn't big at all, no man. Well, maybe. But not for you, you know, dummy. Sorry about that, my dad walked in. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a key a key cup. Hang on, hold up. Can I have a Can I get that? Here we go again with me not be able to be. Oh my god. Oh my. Yeah. This is what I have problems with every time. I try to speak and my words just keep on getting piled up and I can't figure out which one to say. Anyways, can I get a definition of what a key-tup is? Because that's literally what I am confused on. I meant to say teacup, not key-tup. I don't even know what that is. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry. The teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... I know, I meant to say teacup, but it came out as key-tup instead of teacup. I know. Plus my freaking, I'd say like 50-second, 50-second incorrect speaking for who knows how long. But it's funny as hell when I did that. Hang on. I need a couple seconds to readjust in my chair. Because... Alright, I believe you. Well, teen reading may not be a passing time for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Well, I mean, depending on tea, it does actually help you enjoy a good book if you're really interested in it. Depends on what it is, but a hot cup of tea is definitely a good way to relax while watching your favorite novels. Well, if you read like virtual novels, like books and stuff that are virtual, or if you just read like a book novel. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles at herself in relief. Monica raises Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Siri seems really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any other major clubs. Aren't you the leader in the debate club last year? Haha, well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand up all the politics and around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and how do you say this? Oh, politici. That's the best way I can pronounce it, politici. And how to prepare for events. So what do you got to prepare? What? Actually, that actually does make sense. when you have to prepare for events, like taxes, stuff like that. No, I am not okay. Every time, I don't even know how to spell or read. I'm sorry. I'm not okay. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make there it is again. I'd rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. That's actually good. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I am fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that more important. I'm confident that we all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Tucker, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps it quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? Spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story is such a forging world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep physiological elements usually endears me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so desperately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have experienced that, Yuri. Someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if the story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over at me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scratch paper behind last club meeting. Looks like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Get that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything that you do is just as cute as you are. Shuri sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The trust of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. Okay, Mrs. Pouty. You don't need to read everyone's poems because it's a personal thing. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus now we have a new member. I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Tucker? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. Huh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I wanted to join this club. Siri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. Still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. What? Sorry, I thought. Tucker, you all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to spend much? How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Shuri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Tucker, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class, star Monica, with my Medicare writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Tucker, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Yuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Alright. Let's see here. If I can remember, I'd have to remember, which words were whose, because I have, I have bad remembering, but I'll just have to try. Let's see. I know definitely one of them is, I guess we're going with Natsuki. Warm, wait. Heartbeat, marshmallow, sticky, pure, papa, lollipop, email, fluffy, hair, anime, skipping, mouse, strawberry, doki doki, whirlwind, this ain't gonna be a perfect poem if it's gonna be like this. Oh well. I don't want to go back anyways. I mean, it's not like we can fix it next time. Let's see. Pink. Poof. Milk. Twirl. That. Why the hell did I get jump scared by achievement? What was it anyways? Spend enough time during the poem mini game for the music to loop. Oh, okay, that's all it is. Let's see. Flower would be Sayori. Clouds is Natsuki. Okay. There we go. Now, this isn't going to be a perfect poem because... Well, this isn't going to be a perfect poem for Natsuki because I messed up. Hi again, Tucker. Glad to see you didn't run away on us, haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. I almost said promises. Well, I'm back at the literature club. As but as I can't speak. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Tucker. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sherry told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan just to come here just to hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you really have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Tucker always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Shiori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? No, I thought we're siblings. Well, of course. I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Tart can become good friends, too. Siri. As usual, Siri seems oblivious to the weird sensation she just put me into. Oh! Even Yuri even bought you something today, you know. Wait, Siri. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sure, made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Huh? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Zuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Freaking walk up to the closet. What are you doing? Freaking just scare the hell out of her. Make her freaking jump up. Just freaking sneak up behind her. Freaking scream, what are you doing? Ah! Hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Frickin' Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked boxes. I think my problem is I don't have anything to drink. That's why my mind is always all over the place. Let me try this again. Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figured out where the other person stands. How did you know anyways? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume manga amidst a stack of vicious books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She turns to the box of the manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feeling. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Pair of Fake Girls. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it. Go do it through that glass on the door. On that door. She points to a classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Tucker. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. And don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Pair of Fate Girls from the box. I'm going to show you why exactly. She shoves the book right into my hands. Huh? I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful interior, striking and animated feminine poses. It's excitingly Mo. Don't just stand there. Huh? Natsuki grabs my arms and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Mitsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. Didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a practically bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Mitsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I wouldn't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you even paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happening yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typically slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these. Since it's rare for writing to be entertaining, though, to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things, like there's a really funny character where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories, and when some of the romance starts to happen, it's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. What does that mean? What do you mean by that? Ah, is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. Is that supposed to be... What's that supposed to mean? What? Mitsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Huh. Good save. Ah, this chapter seems like it's about baking. Well, Mitsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. What does it matter? It doesn't, I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got into this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Haha. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? We read for a few more minutes. I've finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like, I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think that manga is for kids. Well, I mean, it kind of is, but to a certain point, depending on what it is. God. Can't even bring it up without them being like, all like, ugh. You still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Well, then go right ahead, just body slam them straight into the face. Fucking crush them. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it to my own room. Keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So, jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. Flip the page, suddenly Sugi starts laughing. Totally forgot about that. That happens. Sugi points her finger on the top of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Mitsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast of her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feel you get when... the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, or whom, is a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Yeah. Are you all ready for today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. You don't look... Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hesitantly slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, I guess I'll stop here for now. Close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but... Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Huh? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It'd take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. You should finish that one before tomorrow so we can continue the next one. If it gets bent, I'll kill you. Alright, well, I think this is a good spot to save, and we'll continue this tomorrow. or maybe later on today, maybe tomorrow, depends. But anyways, subscribe, comment if you want more, and put your suggestions down if you want other ones. So have a good night and Merry Christmas.